Rolling on September 5th, 2017, part 2 of our personal commitment speeches, where it's a beautiful day in Los Angeles. The sunshine is shining. And yet there's a big storm heading for Florida, so our prayers are with the Floridians. Yes. Anya is about to share with us a very personal commitment speech. Begin.
Hi everybody, I'm Anya.
Hi Anya.
Pascal, one of the greatest philosophers throughout history, said in his book Pences, "Man is only a reed, the weakest of the nature, but he is a thinking reed." However, if a person just buried his head in the textbooks, he could never develop his own critical thinking. Today, I want to share with you my personal commitment to reading books. I will give you 2 reasons that why I'm a PC to reading and 3 actions I have taken to demonstrate my commitment. Series has consistently revealed that the intrinsic reading motivation are positively related to the students' reading breadth and amount, the use of cognitive strategies, and their comprehension performance, reviewed by a survey on the secondary school students in China. I totally agree with this statement because as for me, it is just the intrinsic motivation that changed me. The first reason that I start my personal commitment because I refused to waste my time. Before entering high school, I spent most of my time on textbooks and was just satisfied to get good grades. However, one day my literature teacher told us Pascal's word and added that no one wants to be a self-contained reed, isn't it? At that moment, a feeling of guilt hit me because I didn't even know who Pascal was. I started to ask myself 2 questions. Am I really a useless reed, or do I really know nothing about this word? Sadly, my answer is yes. I was wasting my time, and I was really a useless reed. So that experience inspires me to start my personal commitment. The second reason that why I am PC to reading is that it helps me make more friends. The taste on books sometimes reveal a person's personality, and the people who love the same author may highly possible to become good friends. Actually, the reason that one of my best friends knew me was that I recommend my favorite novelist, Stephen Zweig, to her, and she loved his novel, A Letter from a Strange Woman. Now I will show you 3 actions I have taken to demonstrate my personal commitment. The first is to record the plans on reading on my scrapbook, and the second is to insist reading for half an hour every day. The books I read ranges from the novels, poems, prose to the scientific books all over the world. The third action I took was to excerpt the meaningful sentence from the books to my special notebook. When I performed these actions, I felt myself became a better person. I no more feel like I have nothing to write down when I have to work on articles, and I became a more talkative person when I share my own opinions to others. Indeed, it is reading that transformed my soul. In summary, I have shown you two reasons why I am PC to reading and 3 actions I have taken to achieve it. There should be no doubt in this room that I'm really a PC to reading, and through this activity, I received the most surprising and valuable gift all over the world. Is the knowledge and critical thinking. Last but not least, I want to end this speech with another sentence, also in Pascal's Pences. By space, the universe encompasses and swallows me up like an atom. By thought, I comprehend the world. That's what I learned from the book, and that's why I read books. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, what did you like? Thank you for waiting respectfully at the door. What did you like?
The time was 4:15.
4:15. Thank you.
Hello, my name's Serena.
Hi.
I really
Lorena.
liked your stories.
Thank you.
At first, I was hesitant because it was reading, but that's because I don't like reading. But I thought it was really good. It was a really good personal commitment, and your stories really tied well with it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Improvement.
Hi, I'm Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Yeah, I really liked your speech. At first, I was I thought that breathing wasn't really maybe super personal to you, but then you did make it very personal to you, so I like that. And I think the one critique is I think you're missing maybe an action, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was supposed to be three, but that's more of a technical thing. And I like the quotes you used in the beginning, but I think maybe a short anecdote or something would have related better.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Blaise Pascal, a little obscure for a lot of people. I taught the great books of the Western world here for the honors students 40 years ago when I first started here. So I'm familiar with him and his work, so I enjoyed the quote, but I'm not sure others did. But yeah, I think Linda is right. It was a little obscure. We're only read the weakest in nature, read. Play on words, read, okay, yeah. Buries his head, develops thinking. Okay, good. So yeah, I too had the same thought that many people in the room did, which was, relax your hands by your side, yeah, was that Anya wasn't going to tell us much about herself. She's afraid to share personal stuff. She's just going to tell us she loves to read and not tell us anything very personal. But you surprised me a bit by sharing, surprising me by sharing how it was fairly personal to us. So that was good. Your significant statement was, for the audience that they'll improve their cognitive ability if they read more. Were you impressed by that? Are you going to read more now?
I have to read.
Yeah, you have to. We all have to read, but I'm not sure that was a great sell. But gosh, I don't know. I've been reading since I was 3 years old, and I'm just an avid reader myself. But I don't know. People don't read that much anymore the way they used to, and I don't know. I don't know if you citing a survey by the Chinese secondary school was the best sell. I don't know. Okay, on your main body, you told us you were wasting your youth. You only read textbooks. And your literature teacher quoted Blaise Pascal. And you said, yes, I am a useless read. And you took his words to heart, and you were inspired to start reading and to keeping a diary. So you were influenced by your literature teacher, which is a wonderful thing, and that was pretty self-disclosing. It wasn't deeply disclosing as some of the other speeches were, but it still was disclosing. Your second reason was you had the correct citation, Chicago style. You just needed a line down there. And the second reason was you're able to make friends, and you said that you have a friend who read the same novelist that you liked, and so that was a positive thing. Yeah, you needed to be a little clearer. I like the idea that you have a scrapbook and that you read and you write in your scrapbook excerpts from books so that you remember quotes and you can write them in other essays and quote them to your friends when you're talking to them and be a more interesting person. That was very interesting. So you're working on yourself this way by reading books, right? You're not just being a boring person, but being more interesting. Yeah. So that was self-revealing because you don't want to be a boring person, right? Yeah. So I got that. On your how I feel, I would like to have had more feelings. You said you felt good, but I didn't really get a strong feeling about that. More feeling would have been good. On your summary, it was fine. Your conclusion was fine. And your tie back to Blaise Pascal's thoughts with a different one was a little obscure, but fine. On your canais, walk around the room, make good eye contact, and stress the point I like to read. How'd it go?
The first two are very okay, but the third, I didn't stress out my point and let them stand out.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you for volunteering, and we got the idea that you're personally committed to reading. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, do we have another volunteer? Yeah, come on down. Let's get this done. Yeah, good, yeah. Very good, very good, very good. Excellent, 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 excellent. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Self-evaluation. Yeah, any more self-evaluation? Bring them down. Huh? Thank you.
Give me 5 seconds.
Okay, you need a stapler? Yeah. Okay. You know, did you get my email? You sent me a blank.
I submitted, but maybe it's not successful.
Freudian slip, huh?
So
Yeah.
you can give me advice.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. You realize you're wearing white. Do you have a coat you can put on or something? You're white on white.
I have a jacket.
A jacket. Wear a jacket. Yeah, jacket. Jacket. Yeah, good. Thank you. Very nice. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Jacket. Yeah, we like jackets.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Black on white. Oh, much better. Now I can see you. Yes. Good. Perfect. Okay. All right. Faye, let me get you in focus. Faye. There you go. Faye stands before us, managing attention, communicating respect, playing friendly eyes in the front of the center. Say your name, feel the love, start your speech. Yeah.
Hi everybody, I'm Faye.
Hi, Faye.
One message from VEC's president Ucla is very popular on the Chinese internet. That's only by managing your weight can you manage your life. Yeah, I was the supporter of this sentence and be a dieter to lose weight. But now I disagree with this standpoint and so I want to give the speech about to make a personal commitment to be healthy and happy, because I think control our weight is not for others but for our health. So today I want to show you my personal commitment to be healthy and happy, and 2 reasons about why I make a personal commitment and 3 actions I'm taking to demonstrate the commitment. Maybe some of people are as confused and surprised as me. When I keep a healthy diet and proper exercising, sometimes we don't still have an ideal figure. And when some people told us, why are you still so fat? Yeah, you lose weight. I don't know how to react, and I always feel shame and upset. So today I want to share with my speech because I hope everybody can can't affected by others' commitment or evaluation and love our body and appreciate it. The first reason that I make a personal commitment to be healthy and happy is because I'm getting inferior when I get fat. Yeah, you know, I majored broadcasting and anchoring in my domestic college, and there's so many thin and beautiful girls among my classmates, and every class we need to on the camera like this. So yeah, when I on the camera, there's one voice in my mind telling me, yeah, look at you, you are so fat, there's no audience who like you. And then I can't concentrate on my speech or my reporting, then my report get worse. Although my professor always told me, yeah, you look good, so you should be you should concentrate, you should focus on your reporting. But still, I can't control myself. I always upside. So I want to change. This is the first reason I make the personal commitment to be healthy and happy. The second reason that I make a personal commitment to be healthy and happy is because dieting really affected my health. The year before last, I tried to eat nothing but drinking water and sometimes eating fruits to lose weight. And in fact, within 2 months, I lost 10 pounds. And I think I feel very good. But after 1 month, I gained 20 pounds back. So and I'm checked out stomach ulcer. Yeah, it may be because of my body constitution, or maybe because I have not enough willpower to insist no eating. But the truth is, I'm fatter than I was. So I'm more upset, and some people will tell me, "Wow, just 1 month, why you get so fat?" So these are the two reasons I make the personal commitment to be healthy and happy. And secondly, third, I want to show you the 3 actions that to achieve my commitment. The first one is to find a fat but successful and optimistic people to learn about his or her story, such as my idol, Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, her talk show has a very high risk, and I know that people not care about her figure, but is appealed to her rapport talk. So I know I needn't care about too much about my figure, but to improve my report skills. Second actions that I'm taking is to face others' commitment or evaluation. When somebody told me again, you are so fat, I can just make a joke or tell him or her, yeah, I just want to make me look stronger, or yeah, don't you think I'm more lovely than before? Yeah, because I think I never laughing at any fat people, so why can I doubt there's others laughing at me? The third action I'm taking is to keep exercising, even without no weight loss, because exercising can release dopamine, and dopamine makes people happy. And after doing this, I'm feeling better than before, and I'm now to accept myself, and I think although sometimes I need to fight with myself a bit, but it's better than before. In summary, I have shown you the 2 reasons and 3 actions about my personal commitment, and I'm enjoying my growing confidence every day. How to say? Ty,
there should be no doubt in this room, and tie back.
Okay. I know God assigns different things to different people, no matter tall or short, no matter thin or fat. So just enjoy our body and appreciate it. And in the end, I don't think only by managing your body can you, only managing your weight can you manage your life. But weight is just a part of your life. And enjoying the life, go all out. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, very nice. What'd you like about Faye's speech, please?
Hi, I'm Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
I think you're a really likable speaker, and your stories are really personal, but they're also really relatable to everyone in the room. So I think you made a good connection, like sharing your stories, also like making sure everyone else was able to like truly listen to your stories and stuff.
Yes, absolutely right. And improvement. Next, improvement.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
I also really like your stories. It's really like related to me. A lot of people just maybe just like the joke, but I can get your point. And I think for your speech, I think compared to the last time, you are more natural, or it looks more natural and more confident. But I think maybe you can more familiar with your outline of the speech, and that make you better.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Faye, well, gosh, was there somebody else who wanted to comment? No? Okay. Faye, gosh, talk about authentic. This was real. This was very honest, and I appreciate you having the courage to talk about your weight and people saying, why are you so darn fat? That took a great deal of courage to do that in front of all of us, and I admire your courage for doing that. That was wonderful. You talked about President Ucla, and only by managing your weight can you manage your life, and you said, I disagree with this, and you talked about an alternative proposal, right? So you started off by not believing in another personal view of someone else's view of happiness and controlling your weight, but just, controlling your weight for your own health and your own happiness. And so that was good. Your thesis preview was good. Your SIG statement, you sold it to the audience, and you said, as Kathy pointed out, it affects everyone in the room. Everyone in the room has one time or other wanted to drop some pounds or lose some weight, and so everyone can relate to this concern. And on your first reason, you told a very personal story about being on camera, but constantly having this tape in your mind that you couldn't even report the stories because you kept having this tape that said, oh, you're so fat, you're so fat, you're so fat. So you couldn't even report the news or do an interview because you were saying, I'm so fat, I'm so fat. And your professor said, cool it, you're fine, just concentrate on your work and your reporting, and the rest will take care of itself. And I thought that was good advice, but more importantly, a very absorbing and authentic story to tell that kept the audience enthralled with your speech. Your second story was also very authentic and poignant. You eating water and fruit and losing 10 pounds and gaining 20 and getting an ulcer and admitting that it's difficult to do, willpower, etc. And so that was a very good story and very honest. So you're not, as our last speaker said, you're not blowing smoke up your own nostrils. On your actions, I thought that you talked about finding models like Oprah Winfrey, and you talked about ways to deflect insensitive people that say, "Faye, why are you so fat?" You know, that's unbelievable. But people do say this. People feel they have a right to say this
It's
to you.
crash, to lose weight.
Yeah, yeah. And they think they're being kind or nice or, "Hey, Faye, drop 10." Yeah. And you're saying I'm exercising to improve my health, and to, you know, I think that's a good reason to exercise and to increase the dopamine. Yeah. And you had a good sense of saying you feel better when you take these actions, and that's the important thing. When you get that emotion back with your audience, you remake a connection. So remember, that's why you made that emotional connection again. Summary was good. Conclusion was good. Tieback was good. Can I increase my speed, speak loudly and fluently, and don't frown? What was the time?
6:30.
6:30. Yikes. Okay. Well, what was? How'd your canai's go?
I will control next time.
Increase my speed, speak loudly and fluently, and don't frown. How did that go?
Excuse me.
Your canai's, you know, your constant, never-ending improvement, your goals.
Yeah.
How did they go? Do you feel you achieved them or not? Or
So I want to ask you, what about this time? The speed. The speed is, because I watched the YouTube of my speech is too slow the last 2 times. So what about this time? What do you think?
okay.
Do you think?
Was she understandable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think,
A
Linda?
little faster.
Hi, I'm Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Yeah, I think you definitely were faster this time, but almost like because of that, it could get a little like disjointed as you were like thinking to like catch up with what you were saying. So maybe that's why you like forgot some parts.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I really like the natural like sort of flow of your voice. So just however you speak like naturally. And stuff like
She thought she was frowning too much before, Linda.
Oh,
Did you see she frowning? I didn't notice
I
that.
don't think so. I don't think you ever really frowned.
Huh.
I always frown.
Down.
Oh, like the
Yeah, yeah.
eyebrows, I guess.
All right, yeah.
Pretty expressive eyebrows, but it's not
Okay.
false.
The main thing that you achieved, which was the goal of the speech, was to be authentic, and I believe you were authentic, and that's the important thing we were trying to achieve, is learning to be authentic when we have to be authentic, and you were authentic, so thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, do we have another volunteer? How's our time looking here? Oh, it's 10 up. I wanted to okay, another volunteer? We have time for one more, maybe? Yeah, one more. Come on. Yeah. Let's knock these out. Yeah, good. I got lots of battery left. Just for you. A whole half a battery. Don't want to waste it. Okay, ooh, nice. Come on in, we haven't started. Is that? So we're running short of time, I'll just say rock and roll.
Hi, my name is Lizbeth.
Hi, Lizbeth.
Amazing, loving, happy, selfless, graceful, and strong. These are only a few words that can describe my mother. As our once president, Abraham Lincoln, once said, I am all I am or hope to be, I owe to my mother. Today I want to show you guys my personal commitment in appreciating my mother. I believe that all of us have a mother that has sacrificed great things in order to give us a great life. So for this, I want to encourage you guys to be more appreciative for your mother. I'm going to show you 2 reasons and 3 actions I do to appreciate my mother. The first reason I have personally committed to show appreciation for my mother is because she has worked hard to keep a good relationship with my father, even though they're divorced. My father has mentally abused my mother for 19 years, constantly telling her, pendeja, fea, una mujer que nunca va a poder ser fuerte en la vida. In translation, stupid, ugly, a woman that can never be strong enough in life. After 19 years, these words did a big toll on my mother. And after a devastating and heartbreaking conversation with my mother, she told me the only reason she has stood up with this manipulation is because she did it for me, for my mother, for I could have a good life and have not a typical divorced parent life. It devastated me to think that I am the reason for my mother's heartbreaking and tormenting for my father. The second reason I am personally committed and telling my mother that I appreciate her is because she has given up her own love and happiness in order to keep my brother and I safe. When my mother met my dad, my brother was 2 years old. And as my brother grew up, my father would constantly tell him, hijo de tu puta madre. And in other words, motherfucker. My mom was so in love with my father that she did nothing of it. And once she divorced my father, she promised herself to never fall in love for the sake that she was scared that this would happen to me. I was heartbroken to think that my mom has left her happiness to keep me and my brother happy. 3 actions I have taken to show appreciation for my mother is that first, I make sure to call her and text her every day. I live in Davis, and it's hard to keep the distance. It's hard to keep this communication in the distance that we are, but I make sure to call her and tell her that I support her, that I love her throughout the problems that she undergoes. Secondly, ever since she's moved to the United States, she's never had a birthday celebrated. So I make sure that for my part, I make her feel special. I give her a big bouquet of flowers, I make her a heartwarming gift, and a homemade dinner, just so she can know that she's appreciated. And secondly, it may not seem like a big deal, but I always make sure when I'm home to hug my mom and constantly tell her, I love you, and thank you for all you do. In summary, I have showed you 2
Oh, when I perform these actions, how do you feel?
Sorry. When I perform these actions, I feel very happy and satisfied that I let my mom know that her actions are left unnoticed. In summary, I have showed you 2 ways and 3 actions I do to appreciate my mother. And in conclusion,
there should be no doubt in this room.
There should be no doubt in this room that it is evident that I appreciate my mother. And in conclusion, as Abraham Lincoln once said, all I am or hope to be, I owe to my mother. And this is true because everything that I am to this day is because of my mother. Thank you.
Oh. 3:45, very nice. Okay, what did you like? Next person, you like?
Hi, I'm Teresa.
Hi, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa.
I really related to your speech because I'm also just like I only have my mom, so I do all the things that you do, and I really connected on that. So great speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. Improvement.
Hi, I'm Anne.
Hi, Anne.
Yeah, I feel like your story very fluent, very fascinating at the beginning and the middle, but like the end is a little bit like disrupting and like short and hurry. And when you're performing your speech, you keep most of the time like you keep your hands like this, like that may restrict your movement and hand gestures. Thank you.
Right, just like they are now. Can you do some? Tell us about your morning and put your hands up here and say, "I had a great morning."
I wanted to wake up early and practice my speech, but it didn't happen. I overslept and I raced to school.
Okay, good. When you see yourself tonight on YouTube, you'll see that you kind of keep your down here, down on the down low. I'm a sucker for mother speeches, so this is really good. I had a great mother that I am very thankful for. So that was good. I like the Lincoln quote that you found and that you related to your mother, to mothers. It was very apropos. And your thesis preview was perfect. Your SIG statement was fine, and you sold it to the audience. Your first story was very personal. Your father sounds like a real piece of work, and but you told us your mother endures this because she wants to keep it together for you, and it sort of devastates you that she goes through this abuse, but she does it for you. By the way, don't give a speech with the sunglasses on your head. It's very Hollywood, but it's no good. On your second reason, calling your brother, these awful names and these other things are horrible. And another piece of work, and more it says more about your father than your brother, really. But more sacrifice, and a very revealing story, very authentic. Thank you for sharing. That was excellent. Yeah. Your actions were excellent, as was pointed out here from someone else, that is single parent situation. The birthday, the flowers, the hugs, that's excellent. You almost forgot the fourth step. Don't forget the fourth step, the rest of you. And when I perform these acts, this is when you go back and get your emotional reconnection with your audience. I feel great. I re-feel how you feeling, that felt sensing. Summary, conclusion, and tieback or exit. Can I walk more purposefully? Remember my speech. Have different tones. How'd it go?
I think I walked more purposefully than my last speeches.
Yes.
And I feel like I remember my speech better than the last speeches as well. Just the last part I kind of was.
Yeah.
And then for my tone of voice, I think I kind of did emphasize some certain emotions.
Yeah, you did, and it was a well-told story. It's just work on your hand and arm gestures next time so they're more up here, so they're a little more natural, but really excellent job. Thank you, Lizbeth. Okay, our work is done. Return with honor. Everyone be ready. Next time